speaking of statistics, there was an op-ed in today's New York Times. You read New York Times today?
No, I did not.
Well, Daniel Gilbert. We're both reading Daniel Gilbert's book, Stumbling into
That's
Happiness.
right, we are reading
both
that.
like this book by Daniel Gilbert.
I have it in my office right now.
You're reading the book. I have it in my iPod Shuffle because I'm listening to the audiobook. And he reads it himself.
You
it
pretended you were reading that. I thought you said you were reading that.
Well, what is
You're
reading?
come on,
It's
you're
my
listening to
interpretation
it.
of reading.
That's so thick.
I'm reading it.
Listening to it.
Consuming the words.
Consuming the words. Okay, fine.
Like, actually, he reads it really well, and he makes it very funny. He's very funny. I mean, I don't know how funny the book seems to be when you're reading it, but the way he reads it, it's very funny.
You know, I gotta say, he's trying really hard to be funny in the book, and it's a little bit annoying because sometimes he's, it's like, just get to the point. It's a lot of extra words to be funny.
Well, but if you're walking along and listening to it, or you're driving in the car, you're just passing time, and it's not like, oh, get on with it, quit pausing for your cute little anecdotes. That's too much, right? But if you're just listening to it and you're walking anyway, he's not really consuming your time. Your time was already going to be consumed by that walk. He's just filling your time.
Whenever on the video thing, I feel like I need to, I don't know.
Animate more?
Yeah. I have this, like, I don't know.
I'm animating. You're animating.
Animating.
But anyway, so there's an op-ed in the New York Times today, right? By Daniel Gilbert. And he uses the psychological tests. The book is, Stumbling into Happiness, is full of descriptions of tests that psychologists do. And he does a really good job of explaining them.
Yeah.
Interestingly. I could see someone else explaining it and just ending up feeling like, who are these people that think of these tests, and the students that stop by to be the subjects. Doesn't that ever get old? But he makes it very fresh. The one he talks about on the New York Times op-ed page today is about, kind of like the principle of an eye for an eye, where some psychologists did a test where the first person would touch you, and then you were supposed to touch them back the same amount, like an eye for an eye.
Oh, really?
And then you were supposed to, I guess, touch them back the same amount. And anyway, the test showed that everybody was upping at 40%.
When they did the second
They
time?
were trying, they were really trying, they were trying to follow the instruction, touch back.
Do you want to try that now?
And then, I don't know how it would measure. We'll be hitting each other.
I know.
But, the viewers will enjoy a law professor cat fight.
I know.
Okay. Now you get to do that.
Did I hit you harder? Did you ever have a fight with a sibling where one of you hits the other one, and then it hauls off and slaps really hard?
Well, but actually you hit me lighter, I think.
Did I really?
But the test is supposed to say that
crawling.
it's all very subjective, so that I should have viewed you hitting me even harder.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually should have hit me harder.
But what does that have to do with the happiness? I'm missing the link here.
Well, he doesn't always have to write about happiness. This is on a different subject. I'm just saying it's the same guy that wrote that book.
Oh, I thought it was about the book.
No, it's an op-ed that he wrote. Well, I guess he's well known in part because of that book. He's a big Harvard psychologist.
Yeah.
So he's basically, I think it's
Harvard
relevant to the
psychologist.
Israeli war.
Harvard,
I think it's irrelevant to Israel.
Okay.
Yeah, Harvard, who cares?
Yeah, right.
We're here at Wisconsin.
Wisconsin Law School.
We're all about Wisconsin,
This
right?
is Wisconsin.
This is the Wisconsin place.
That's right.
Anyway, an eye for an eye versus turn the other cheek. And so I think that the subtext was turn the other cheek is really better, because if you do eye for an eye, people won't judge it objectively, and they won't be returning equally. They'll be up at 40%.
Oh.
So what do you think? Turn the other cheek, is that a good approach? Let's just try.
You're hitting me! She's got some issues.